And what's the deal, y'all? We doing it live with Peep the Game Pod, and I'm your boy Jay Han. You know, I got my co-host right here.
I'm Shalise _ with the melanin.
Yeah, and you already know it's your boy Darosi.
Hey, dear OC, man, what's good? How y'all been though?
Oh man, you know, real, I've been good, man. I can't call it, just working, man. How about you?
I've been smooth, man. Just daily grinding, getting through the weeks. What about you, Shalise?
It's been a long week. It's been a good week. A good long week.
It's been a good week.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep on pushing and we're going to keep on peeping the game. So today's episode, we touching bases on being comfortable with not fitting in. And you know, we're going to tap into the realms of that in all aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, see what game can we extract from that. So like I said, being comfortable with not fitting in.
Yeah, I like that.
Which you could apply that to so many different aspects, cultures, areas, genres of life.
Yeah.
So you know, we can go ahead and dig in.
Man. Steak with a fork and a knife.
You feel me? You hear me though?
Fork and a knife.
On the real.
Yeah, man.
On the real week. So
what you think, Shalise? You want to start something now? What you want?
Yeah,
what you think,
I sure will.
Okay.
I'm extra comfortable with not fitting in.
she ready.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it.
I like being unique. I like being different. I feel like trying to fit in or be like everybody else is basic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what can you bring to the table, or what can you bring to the people around you if you busy trying to fit in and be like everybody else?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like all of our different personalities or all of our unique differences is what like brings us together, makes us beautiful. You know.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Most definitely. Most definitely. What about you, big dog? OC? I know you got some original content for us. I know you got some.
Yeah, man, a little splash on them, man. Keep it G. You know, I think you gotta get comfortable with being able to stand alone and not fit in. You know, that's something that you gotta get comfortable with, because I think. When you're going through that, when you come out of it, you know, I think you are much more successful or just better individual in general, you know.
For sure.
So I just didn't want to I wanted to generalize it and not just like keep it in one realm.
So no.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. You know, that's what I think. You know, it's just it's hard though. You know, but it's just like if you want to be successful in something, sometimes, you know, somebody might not see it, or you know, you're going to stand out, not in a good way. You know, you're going to stand out, and people standing out is uncomfortable. That's what I'm trying to say. Standing out is uncomfortable, so that's why I say you got to be comfortable with being able to, you know, go against the norm, you feel me? Going another way, going against the grain, you feel me? Because you know a lot of motherfuckers go with the grain. I'm a person that, you know, shit, damn near everything I did, I went against the grain. You feel me? Me, except for when I used to get the fag with the waves, you feel me? I had to go with the fag.
Hey, but check it out. Check it out, real.
Yes, sir.
In today's life, where you got so many, like, you got that group mentality.
Yes.
You got that group dynamic where it's like, oh, you gonna go with the group, or we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna outcast you.
Yeah.
Or we gonna
either you gonna do this or
excommunication.
Exactly. We're gonna X you out.
So how could the youth, or you know, the youth or our peers, you know what I'm saying, get around that?
Off the bat, one time, you know, like I just said before, one, you gotta be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. You feel me? One, and you just gotta be comfortable with you gotta be comfortable with yourself. That's one. Two, you gotta have a strong mind. You feel me? That's another thing. You gotta have a strong mind. You might need a little stick thin, but you know, a strong mind will carry everything else. You know, you got a strong mind and you got your mind made up, and you stick it to the script. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Y'all want y'all don't do that, whatever. Man, this is what I'm on.
Sure
You know what I mean? And that just correlate, you know what I mean, to the third one, you know what I mean? You gotta know and you gotta choose to be a leader. You know what I mean? You gotta want to be a leader. You feel me? Because a lot of the leaders might not have that many followers at the beginning. You feel me? But through their grind or through their success, you know, it shines so bright that people start believing and followers started to follow suit. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Those are my little top 3 right there real quick, you know? What y'all think?
I would just say it's important, kind of piggybacking off what you said, it's important to build an identity for yourself and a purpose for, you know, yourself and your life, your journey, where you're going. Building an identity and being strong in that identity is going to help you build a strong mind. You know, and with that, you're going to succeed with anything in life. You know, if you don't know who you are, then what are you living for? What's your purpose?
For sure. And I dig that 1,000 on that strong mind part. And I also feel it starts with the parents talking to.
Hey, bro, you took it out of my mouth.
Talking to the youth, man. You gotta start talking to these kids, man, when they 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, all the way through adolescence into the teenage years, because you gotta build that strong mind. That strong mind gotta be built. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not born with a strong mind.
That's true.
Exactly.
So you gotta build your kids up.
You gotta feel it.
Yes, sir. So
everything bueno, everything good over there. We just making sure, you know.
Real,
I'm just talking to the camera, you know. We just making sure.
Directors,
we
you know.
A great show, you know.
Yeah, better peep the game.
Cutting out like the Dolph episode, but the content's still there. Back to this.
Shout out, Nene. We do got a team over here.
You got a team, man. Take a team. You know what I mean? Take a village, you know, to raise a kid, and you know, and that's why, you know, I agree with you, Rello, on that, and yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, and yeah, it start with the house, you know, and it start with the parents, and it start with the people that surrounding them too, you know.
For sure.
So, you know,
your peers.
You definitely, you know, gotta nurture them while they growing up, so they can have a strong mind and be able to handle the real life, you know, when it's time to lead a nest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because life can get, it gets thick. This shit get thick. Like,
life get real. Life is fast.
On the real.
You feel me?
On the
so
real.
Don't take it for granted. You feel me? So, you know.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, if you don't know who you are, the first thing you're gonna do is follow somebody else.
See.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna follow whatever.
Exactly. Whatever you think is right at that time.
So nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And that's dangerous.
Yes, sir.
That's dangerous.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't got your own mind, you know, everybody can say, "Oh, we about to go jump off the bridge." Oh yeah, it's a great idea. Great idea. Oh,
You wanna jump too?
We gonna all jump. Yeah. Hey, how about you go first?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what that made me think of? That made me think of the nigga, the motherfucker, the cult member.
Which one?
Who had the people drink that poison. They all had on the Nikes.
Well,
yeah.
You talking about the it ain't the Manson. It's not the whatever. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It's the you know what I mean? We ain't stereotypical or nothing though. Cause this was some shit, man. It was all racists that was doing this dumb shit.
Oh my God.
But the, you know what I mean? The white man, you know, the little cult leader.
Yes, sir.
He got them all to go to the little island on the retreat, and they was drinking that little punch. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
what
And
kind of punch?
it was some deadly punch.
Yeah.
So everybody would had a cup, and everybody was drinking it, and everybody that was drinking was already getting sick and dying.
Yeah.
And everybody drank the cup.
He persuaded them into drinking the poison.
Everybody
they was all in the bunks and
Following-
dead.
all in the bunch, dead,
Just dead. In the
It's probably
bunk.
like 300 of them or something.
Following the leader.
Follow the co-leader, man. So you know,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I like what you said about being comfortable, like being yourself and standing alone.
Yeah, standing alone.
You know, I feel like that's one of the hardest lessons I had to learn as an adult is how to be comfortable with being by yourself.
Oh my God, that's
Like being in your own
For real.
space, sitting in your own silence by
Man.
yourself. If you, that's serenity right there. Like, when you learn how to be comfortable by yourself, I be at home, okay? Nobody be me and my dogs. What you doing? On the couch? What you doing? Nothing. I gotta go. I'm comfortable. Like, I'm cool. Nobody be in there. I don't need nobody there. And it took me a long time to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
I mean, you know.
But it changed your life, though. It helped you go through any life situation in a different way. Because, like, you feel comfortable with being by yourself. So you're making, like, wiser decisions. You ain't got to make that decision depending on, like, what somebody else going to think.
Yeah.
Or what they going to feel. Or if you're going to make them upset. Because at the end of the day, you cool with being comfortable by yourself. Like,
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to just please myself at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yeah. And it take a lot of people, you know, majority of the world, a lifetime. You know, some people never find that how to be by themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And
that comfortable peace.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could something. I believe something has to happen to where it forces you to be by yourself.
Wake your game.
That's what happened. That's what happened to me.
You feel me?
I second that.
Other than that, you know, because as I'm speaking, as I'm saying this, you know, I'm running my life down too, because it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, damn, you know, because me knowing me, shit. A lot of the times I was by myself when I did my little studies or did my little, you know, my maneuvers, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just what it was. So I'm trying to think on myself, like, I was about myself, you know. I mean, you know, that's something, you know, you just, some people born with it, and some people get it through experience, you know. So that's just something that's just something that's just gonna have to, you know, come.
Took the game right out of your mouth.
It's something that's come to you, and you figured out through your journey.
You took the game right out of my mouth.
Yes, sir.
Because I feel like some people is fortunate enough to know their true self.
Yeah.
From coming up, but some people, they gotta go through a phase where
trial.
a trial and error where they
yeah.
follow somebody, fall,
some people gotta see
bump their motherfucking head, and then in the process of bumping their head, they find thyself, and they you know, take off.
Exactly.
You know,
it's like the motherfucker be like, man, that shit hot right there.
Yeah.
Man, that shit ain't hot. All right, man, you touch that motherfucker, that shit hot.
Yep.
It ain't hot, nigga.
So.
Oh shit, that motherfucker hot. I told you.
They should never touch it again.
You feel me? So some motherfuckers gotta go through it to learn it. Some motherfuckers either was born with it or can see and watch and be like, hey, I seen that motherfucker.
Or their parents.
Exactly. Or their parents called her, like you said, moms was like, man, he did that.
Which always is beautiful.
It's
always
beautiful.
is.
It's beautiful both ways because you feel me. Not everything lasts forever, and me. One of the jewels that I think, you know, I could give you guys is to get through it and to be able to stand alone by yourself and to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Lost my shit. I had it too.
It's gonna come back.
I'm gonna pick it up for you, real.
Pick it up.
It's even if you don't really got the knowledge to even be a leader, you gotta. We all got a gut feeling. I don't care if you're 9, 10, 11, 12 years old.
You know,
we got that intuition.
You know right from wrong.
So before you know.
So your senses might want to be like, oh, I want to follow these niggas, or I want to go with these, or I want to be like them. But you got that gut feeling.
Yeah,
we gotta know how to listen to that gut feeling.
You feel me?
That intuition.
Yeah, you gotta coach. You gotta coach. You know what I mean? Because they'll be telling you the lessons, and you might want to try it, but it's like, we gotta figure out a way to really teach how to go with that gut feeling, that intuition.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if it really is, it's like, that's why they always say don't second guess yourself. You feel me? Because like, you know what I mean, that first shit was right.
That first thought was the right thought.
So it's like, it's, you know, maybe that actually is a way. You know, you gotta, you know, that's what sports play a good part too, because you gotta react. You gotta know how to react on that first instinct. You know what I mean? If you when you driving a car, when you driving a car and you just driving and you casually driving, you a normal driver, you know, you might not experience this because you know. But when you driving the car and you a driver, you know what I mean? and you be maneuvering and you in traffic and you know what I mean, you don't like to stay in traffic and you know what I mean, you on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
You feel me? You on point. You know what I mean? You watching it. Oh, that motherfucker text, I'm getting over it. Oh yeah, I mean you on it. You feel me? You maneuvering through that traffic. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you following your gut feeling. Two at the same thing, and you reacting on your first instincts.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause if you driving a car and you like, oh man, I can make this turn. If you second guess, nigga, it's a car crash.
Yeah.
You second guess, it's a car crash.
Yes, sir.
You crashed out. So if you second guess and you in some shit that you really ain't supposed to be in, you fucking around crash out too.
Yes, sir.
And that's in real life, going to jail, nigga. And you have to, you know what I mean,
Crash
follow some rules.
And it might be detrimental.
And it might be detrimental because you know, I don't know who said it. A lot of people said it, but it's like 5 seconds, 2 seconds, you know what I mean, could change your whole life trajectory.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It can change your whole life trajectory.
For sure.
You only take 1 second to pull a gun, take 5 seconds to commit a crime, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get in an argument at a bar, and fucking slide a motherfucker, and the motherfucker hit the curb and die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
It's just little shit that happened in them seconds, and it's just like, that's why you gotta be strong-minded.
Yeah.
To know to stand alone and be like, man, this shit ain't worth it.
You gotta think about the consequences.
You gotta think about the consequences.
So,
And the thing is, I think as a kid, you really go through a lot of situations. It's just that as a parent, you gotta know what the situation is and be able to convey to the child that, hey, this right here is this, you know what I mean? And this is why it happened.
yes,
You
sir.
feel me? Granted,
yes, sir.
you are about 2-3 years old,
Running
whatever
down to
years,
him.
you know what I mean, old, and this happened. But hey, what if you were 18 and you did this
Right.
and this? Then you be in jail. Then you be like whoopty
Yeah.
whoop, Uncle Ruck, whoop wop. You know what I mean? Or whoopty whoop whoop. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, we all got examples of some bad shit, and then you could show them who went down a bad path and who did what and what it lead to.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So and that leads me to one of my next steps. You know, before I hand it over to one of y'all is that we got to get more people that actually went through shit to expose what they went through and to tell them what happened and where they was at,
Get a
and to
testimony.
tell them how they came back and came from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it ain't nothing like coming from the horse's
that
mouth.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
a real leader
Talk
right
that
there.
Exactly.
Talk that
For
shit.
you to tell them what you've been through in the most honest way, and then also tell them how you overcame it and what you're doing better,
Exactly.
so that you or the next person will end up in the same situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna inspire.
That's wisdom
That's
right
gonna
there.
inspire.
That'll wake a follower up to be like, I don't want to follow these niggas no more.
Exactly.
And you know what?
Some
That's how
bullshit.
I grew up. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
they be calling me, responsible Rebecca, but it's like
Mhm.
I watch my whole family, my brothers, whoever, like they all doing stuff that I can't even be around. Like I love them, I see what they're doing, but it makes me want to do the opposite. Like I already know what I don't want to be like, or the kind of dudes I don't want to date. Like just from seeing the people I grew up around. Like that's crazy, but
Yeah.
I learned a lot of life lessons from that. Just watching people do dumb shit. I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
not doing that.
Exactly.
So
And you know what? That right there brings me back to when I lost my train of thought. You know what I mean? It's two things you gotta know how to do. You gotta know how to adapt. You gotta know how to adapt to any circumstances.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because being able to adapt to different circumstances allows you to be able to think. You know what I mean? And be able to maneuver.
like you be well
You know what I
versed.
mean? Well versed, but not only being able to adapt to the situations, you also need another key thing to go with that, which is being able to balance your emotions. You feel me?
You better peep the game.
Yeah.
No, that's serious though.
talking
That's
that
real
shit.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Because it being emotional, it make you do hasty decisions.
exactly, it clouds your decisions. So
Yes, sir.
you gotta be able to control that. You know what I mean?
felt
So
that
that's
one.
one thing where you we gotta teach them when they're young to be able to control their emotions.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Some people coming from the struggle, you know what I mean, whether you know or not, you gotta you're kinda groomed to be able to control your emotions. You feel me? Because some shit just ain't gonna go your way. You feel me? So another thing is tough love. Tough love is necessary at some time too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
not
it is.
more on, the discipline, more disciplinary, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? On the disciplinary side, you know what I mean? But more of like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, disciplining them and sticking to it. You know what I mean? Don't ease up. You know what I mean?
Hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable. You know what I mean? Because I think, you know, to keep it G, man, I come from a household where, you know, when I got in trouble, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we all did our little schemes and shit. Little stutters and shit. But when I got in trouble, bro, like, damn, man, it was like, damn, I wasn't really tripping on nothing. You know what I mean? It'd be like, damn, man, I won, you know, it's just a different type of mindset. I don't condone this. One, I was like, damn, fuck, man, I got caught. Rule one is don't get caught. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, I got caught. One, you know what I mean? Fuck, I got caught. Man, I got caught. So now they know. Yeah. You know, they kind of know what I'm on. And the third thing is like, damn, but really, what's the consequences? You know, I'm out free, nothing gonna happen, whatever. I'm young, you know what I mean? I'm above my age. I kind of know what's going on. Ain't nothing gonna happen, but it's like, what's the consequences? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mom's tripping. And motherfucker, I'm like, damn, last thing motherfucker wouldn't hear. I'm like, okay, wasn't that bad, you know, a little week or two of restriction. Let a motherfucker say a month. You know what I mean? A month of restriction.
Shut down your whole operation.
Hey, nigga, devastated. Hey, no TV. I'm like, nigga, this is jail, nigga.
So you saying if they would have went a little harder?
Now they went hard.
No, I'm saying when they go hard.
They went. That's what was happening.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Real. That's what was happening.
Yeah.
Nigga did some shit. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I keep it G, man. I keep it G 100 with my shit. You know what I mean? I remember, man, nigga was out. You know what I mean? And my schemes was schemes on top of schemes. You know what I mean? I was a schemer on top of a schemer to, you know, to get what was going on. Mom's trying to be straight, but you know what I mean? You know how it go. You know what I mean? Shit. We go damn. I'm gonna figure out a way to get it done. If there's a will, there's a way. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was that guy. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wasn't even supposed to be out, right? Already contracted some shit a week ahead. You feel me? I'm like, oh, this is what we on?
Plotting.
I'm already gonna start the scheme right now because I don't want it to come to the date where we on the scheme and I'm on the oh, everybody going though, man, you know, trying to pull the power trip. Nah, you still ain't going. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That nigga hot. I'm ready to dip out the back and let's say fuck everything, you know what I mean? But at the young age, that time, you know, I probably could, but you know what I mean, I couldn't do it, right? So I had to, you know, got to think smarter. So I'm already contracting some shit. I got the scheme, you know me, and I already knew how to scheme and how to get out the house, you know, because, you know, as a kid, you just think. So I schemed some shit where I was like, hey, Grams, we're going to go to church on Sunday.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was going to go to the church event.
You know, Sunday's going to be some little church event, you feel me? So,
I already knew he was going to say that.
You know what I mean? I already put Granny on gang, you know, Granny on my side.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, girl, we got the shit right here. I'm going to have to spend a night. Fuck going there in the morning, come picking me up on that bullshit. I'm going to have to spend a night this night. Because, you know what I mean? Some shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boom. So it was all because when that Saturday at night, we trying to go slide to the movies. You know what I mean? With the females and shit.
Yeah.
Spend the night.
Yeah, we trying to, hey, it was burnt, man. This was, man, the story is juicy too. It's trail too, man. We trying to slide with the females and shit. I'm like, damn, we always trying to go to the mall. It's late. We got to get dropped off. So, you know, we got to get a couple of the older cousins with us, too. So, we got a couple of the older female cousins and shit, right? But the main maneuver is for us to get out there so I can, you know what I mean? We can have our little, you know what I mean, up there so we can do our shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But long story short, you know what I mean? The fam fuck around and bring the church. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is real life. It's real life. We get a little towel. We live on stage. We gonna let it marinate. This is cool.
Yeah.
And get another drink too. She gonna gotta get fed.
Yeah, we good.
But look, fam. Yeah, like I was saying though, yeah, man, we was young thugging. But yeah, you know what I mean? To wrap the story up, man, yeah, I mean, the dude was behind us, you know what I mean? And he was like, hey, he was on that.
When y'all trying to leave the store?
Yeah, we was out, man. We was already out the door.
Oh.
My first instinct, see, man, that's why you gotta follow your first damn instinct. My first instinct is like anything. Man, I'm up out of here, man. You want, like the police, you want to do your job, baby.
I'm gonna make it work for this one.
Work for this one. Yeah, me. But it was like the fact I was with the rail and shit, and the rail didn't react like I wanted to react. Yeah, I mean.
What you gonna do, run?
Nigga, I was already about to be stood, but he was like, got him stuck. You know what I mean? But it was like, Randy, you was good anyway. You know what I mean? In hindsight, now that I think about it, nigga, he was good anyway.
And that's the point. That's the point you was proving about that instinct.
That instinct,
Gut
your gut
feeling.
feeling.
Yeah.
You feel me? I didn't follow my gut feeling. That's why your shit
Get out the store the
crashed on
first
you.
time.
You feel me? Bam. Now we ain't standing there like dummies, right? You feel me? And now because the motherfucker distraught, we in the back. You feel me? Instead of my supposed to be the smart one with the plan, instead of me calling grams, nigga, you dummy. Why you call moms?
Ooh.
Now you dummy call moms. Mom's coming. You supposed to be over there at the night at the grannies, nigga. You over here at the mall, twinkle the twittering. You know what I mean? And snap.
He at the mall trying to bust a move.
Yeah, you had a busted little
In
move.
the
Look,
6th
young
grade.
nigga in the 6th grade. Man,
Wow.
going to the 7th talking about, man, I'm grown now.
Yes, sir. Man, it's
but
deep.
That's deep. You know how it goes, real. But you know, that's just one of my little life lessons. You know, changed my trajectory.
And life
Real
is
quick.
man, life is so tricky, so crazy like that. It's like you don't know how your path or your journey gonna be like.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how you gonna come into your own calling.
Yeah.
Of who you genuinely are. You don't know if you're gonna follow or you gonna,
Yeah.
It's so crazy like that. Like, man, it could take a turn for the worse.
Exactly, because you just going through it and you don't know that
Yeah.
5 seconds might change your whole path or whole, life.
But
You
then
feel
that
me?
worse,
Exactly.
you thinking it's worse, but once you get through it and find yourself in that darkness, you know what I'm saying? The tables are turning. You,
Room from concrete.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Real. That's real. I agree with that 100%.
What you thinking about, Shalise? What
yeah,
you?
man, you got anything to bless on them?
You got
To wrap it up with it?
Some bars, some borrowers to drop.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna leave them with making sure that you are developing your own identity
Mhm.
and your purpose in life,
All the time.
and make sure you're following your journey and making decisions with confidence.
Mhm.
It's just important. And being
All the
comfortable
time.
being alone and being by yourself. I'm not saying like you don't need nobody. We all need somebody.
You always need somebody, but,
you know, but be comfortable sitting in silence. Be comfortable being alone. Be comfortable being by yourself. Go to lunch by yourself. Go to the movies by yourself. Like, you don't always need somebody.
Exactly.
It's nice to have them around, but you should also be comfortable with doing things by yourself too.
You gotta go try. You gotta try.
So you can
It's
give
lovely.
So you can give your self a chance to hear that inner voice.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that inner voice. That's your true self. You know what I'm
Quiet-
saying? It
quiet
might be
your
telling
mind.
you to. It might be telling you to take this path, or it might be telling you, oh, you need to focus on this field of study, or you need to focus on, working this craft or mastering that craft. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can't listen to that inner voice if you always falling with a pack or you trying to roll with the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
You
inner
know what I'm
voice
saying?
is
'Cause you
gonna
got
be
10.
drowned out.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got 10
It's gonna be
motherfuckers
drowned
want to,
out.
hey, let's do this, hey, let's do this, hey, let's do this.
You discombobulate.
Yeah.
Now you're confused. You don't know which way to
Yeah.
go.
Exactly. That's 100, real. That's 100, man. Definitely, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with you gotta you gotta find your passion. You know what I mean? Stick to your passion.
Stay to your
I like what you
passion.
said
There's
when you
books
said,
out there that'll
adapt.
help you. There's books out there that'll help you get that.
Exactly.
Get your
Because
passion.
it's
Yeah.
hard. It's a lot of some people go their whole life without knowing really what they want to do, but
That
they
part.
just go in through the motions because
That part.
you know before you know it, you become adult. Before you next thing you know, like, I'm adult, and you start letting other people expectations weigh in on you, and But
Yeah.
if you got a solid mind, you got a solid program, and you know where you going, then that's 100. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people ain't gonna tell you that that's what people gravitate towards. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you being the oddball, you standing out and not going with the norm.
Mm-hmm.
It may seem weird at first, but in reality, in the long run, in the long journey, more people gonna gravitate towards you. So it's funny how that works, because you'll be the oddball, you'll be the oddball out, and then you like, damn man, he was the oddball, you know what I mean? Because you always say it, you always hear like, oh, you was that in high school, but later, you know what I mean? But it's like you was the oddball out, but it's like you went the furthest. You feel me?
Real.
It's always like that oddball going the furthest.
That's deep.
And the oddball, when you start analyzing that oddball and when that oddball becomes a successful person and we start looking at his path and what they did on their way to success, because really we're only looking at the success, you know what I mean? So when we start analyzing that, you start seeing like, oh man, he was an oddball. I mean, of course you have you know, the rare cases where it was the perfect storm and everything happened and everything was gravy, but it's like usually when you look at the Jeff Bezos, you know, the Microsofts, the Apples, you just look at the people that started these companies, you know what I mean, and you look at the type of person and who they were and how they were introverts and how they were by themselves and the things that they were doing. But it's like you have to isolate yourself to cancel out the noise. You know what I mean? So you can get your shit done.
So
you know what I mean?
Focus.
I don't know why that made me think of the chick that you seen in high school or junior high, and you was like, she ain't really following the other chicks. But now today you be looking at that chick like, God damn.
Exactly.
Hey, she wasn't really doing what everybody was doing.
You feel me? Yeah, man.
Oh, the real.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna knock the same thing for the niggas. We gonna be play both sides.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
enough,
It go both ways, but it's funny how that go. You know what I mean? It's rare for the you know, to follow all the way through and to live up to that. That's hard. And that's stressful too. You know, that's stressful. Yeah. It's stressful, you know, it's stressful coming in and being young and being praised young. That's a stressful thing for a young person, you know, just you know, coming into any situation and being praised at, you know, a higher standard, you know, because it builds something in them to where, you know, they kind of got to live up to it. You know what I mean? And it's like, some people are not ready for that pressure. You know what I mean?
That child
some people
success.
Don't have that. Some people don't have that dog in them to you know, that tough skin to really break through that.
That's that Macaulay Culkin shit.
Yeah.
Star child, that child star. You know what I'm saying? Success, and it's like, can you hold on to that?
Can you hold on to that?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my little nutshell. And one of the last things I say, you know, and it kind of piggybacks off what Shalice said is, you know, you gotta be comfortable with being able to be by yourself. You feel me? That's one big thing for me, because, you know, when I look at it and you look in hindsight, it's like when you really ask people and you just ask them what they do and, you know, try to dive in or dissect the person's lifestyle, you really, you know, some things stick out, and it's like they'll tell you a whole bunch of things, right? Yeah. Telling you what they're doing, but 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? Like, I could attest this theory right now, but it's no point of it. But it's like 9 times out of 10, you ask them what they doing, what they about, and shit. Like, oh, what you do on a day-to-day basis? Like, what you do?
Right.
You know what I mean? They're gonna tell you a whole list of shit. Some of them might be bullshit, some of them might be cap, but guarantee 9 times out of 10, they don't have personal time to just meditate and think about themselves, and that's my main thing.
That's
so true. They're just so busy because they can't.
That's deep.
They can't stand in silence.
Exactly.
That's a bar.
Exactly. So that's what, yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all caught it, but that was like one of my last points. You know, you got to learn how to meditate. Yeah, I mean, yoga's big. Yoga's good for that. But there's a lot of things to learn how to meditate and just to be by yourself and just, you know, being able to be by yourself for a whole day.
And control your emotions.
And control your emotions.
Yeah, because you can follow somebody based off of your emotions.
Exactly. And not even knowing that you basing it off your emotions, because your emotions could cloud your mind.
Yeah, like, oh, that's gonna make me happy right there. If I go over here, that's gonna bring me joy. That's gonna give me some money.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you gotta ask yourself. Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah.
So you know, that's what I got for them. Y'all got anything? Any extra last little spillers, man? You know, this was a crazy episode. You know, we spilled some shit. A lot of shit went on with this episode.
He spilled the game in the wine.
Yeah, I mean, we snapped
the church.
He spilled it.
Hey, man, we had a little communion today. We all had a little communion today. You know, we was with the Most High today with the communion, and
for sure, that's,
and you know
that
it was an emphasis on that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it was a point on that. And I never really got to the point of that, you know what I mean? Now that we wrapping it up, real quick.
No.
Y'all just gotta wrap it up because they gonna watch the video, real right? They gonna
Let them
watch
watch
the
it
video.
and let them peep the game.
But they ain't gonna. They be like, man, why the nigga why he knock over the cup and never fully explain with the church?
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? You hear me? So
Yeah.
after I fully explain, my little life situation, y'all can
Jesus
fully,
Christ.
shut it down, and it ain't gonna take that long, but it's just, you know what I mean? Really, I don't want to tell y'all, I want to leave y'all antics of, leave
We'll
more
put it in
part
the
two.
description box.
Nah, we gonna get through it though, because y'all gotta hear this shit, man, because this gonna bring it full circle. But the real part of it was, you know what I mean? We got cracked, we know that. I ended with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't end up with the part. It was like, damn, motherfucker got cracked, right? Moms was still working on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Mom's still working on Sundays, so regardless, I had to end up at Graham's house.
Mom's working in church?
No. Mom's was working at the hospital. Hey, Graham's was down there working at church.
Oh, God.
You feel me? GLG. But look, Mom's had, she had a little. She used to work like every second or third Sunday or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
At the hospital, a little, whatever, on and off shit, right? Whatever,
Okay.
I don't know. But so a motherfucker still had to go to church, real. A nigga still had to go to church. So
Sunday.
I never made it to the movie that I wanted to see. A nigga never made it to the movie that he wanted to see. I missed the movie. You know what I mean? I got home, man. You know what I mean? I think I got my little whooping, but the whooping wasn't shit. It was like more of like, God damn, man.
Wow.
Man, I lined up all this with the freaks and shit, and I'm just devastated. It was just an L across the board, right? And on top of it all, Mom still gotta go to work. I still gotta get my ass dropped off to Granny's, and I still gotta go to church. You feel me? Mind you, the motherfucking church girls there and shit, so everybody know they just got cracked. You feel me? So you in the motherfucker, you in Sunday school.
With the long sleeve on.
Yeah, man, like, God damn, man.
With the slacks on. He got slacks.
I nigga had no slacks, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that day. Niggas had jeans on. You know what I mean? But it was just a bad day, bro. And it made a motherfucker sit back and reflect.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, man, never again.
That's crazy.
Never again. I would trust my gut.
Trust your instincts.
And you know what's crazy?
That's how it wrapped me up.
We really blood cousins.
Yeah.
And I've been knowing this fool his whole life. And it's thinking back on it, he always been a sneaky scamming. Like, he always was like, had that look.
The one
He always had, even
He
as
always
a
one step
kid.
ahead of you.
As a kid, he had that little look. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
He
I
always
let you
one
know.
step ahead of your
And I
ass.
was
Man, we
hanging
gonna
with
show
him.
y'all some pictures one day, man. We got pictures dating back
man. And you know what I mean?
to the
We
90s.
ain't too far off,
It's
but
alright, me
it
and they
lets
got
you
pictures
know.
too.
Yeah, we all got pictures, man. We all go back, man. You know what I mean? It's
Man,
a family tie event type shit around here, man. We all
Family
go
tie,
back,
I like
man.
that.
for
You know what I
sure.
mean? But shit, you gonna end them up with anything, you know, I wrapped up my little life
I
lesson.
can give him
Hope y'all learned
my
something.
wrap up point I gave 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to give him the same one?
Give me,
She like,
yeah.
oh.
No, you know what? I like what
Let
you
me
said.
reiterate
I'm
this.
just saying, yeah.
The one thing that you said earlier that I feel like we need to bring back again because it was so important when you said that you need to know how to be able to adapt.
Yeah.
And what did you say? Like not think with your emotions or what was it?
Yeah,
You
but
had
that,
one?
Yeah.
and I think with your
And
emotions,
stand alone.
and stand alone. Yeah, that's
Listen to
overall. Listen to your gut feeling.
Yeah,
And being able to meditate.
Meditate.
that was the big one.
Yeah, which is still correlates to you, what you said. You know, being comfortable with being alone and like that. So we just ran it down, yeah, I mean, in the ending, you know. So y'all just got the last little 3 points or whatever, whatnot.
So, no.
We ain't gonna hold y'all long because now they tripping. They want to end the show so
We
fast.
tired.
They
Studio man
tired.
tripping.
But we
man.
still here.
They trying to take
Yeah,
over
we
that.
here.
Peep the game.
We
Yeah.
still here at Peep the Game, so don't forget to follow us at Peep the Game.
Yes, please
Instagram,
follow us on
like,
all
subscribe, on the YouTube, comment. You know, it helps the algorithm. Share it to a friend. You know what I mean? And if you guys got any topics, you know, you want us to indulge in, and you know, give you guys our 2 cents. You know, tap in. You know, with any of us in the DMs, man. You know where we at. And this is Peep the Game. I'm over and out. Osi.
Jay Han,
I'm Shalise with the melanin.
for Showski.